Welcome to episode Lucky 13 of I Drink and I Stack Things, the show that says, hey, finish your beer. There are sober children in Ireland who would love to have that. Today's beer is something odd I found at the beer store. Donna's Pickle Beer. I'm just going to have to read you the description off the can, because otherwise you may not believe it. I'm not sure I believe it after reading it. Donna was backstage at the garden, eating pickles from a jar. In a flash of light, she was pushed on stage and kissed full on the mouth by a beer-drinking Mick Jagger. It was electric. No, not the kiss. The taste in her mouth, beer and pickles. That night, Donna's Pickle Beer was born. And Donna's a pickle herself, as you can see here. She'd probably really like Pickle Rick.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Now, if you're like me, and by like me, I mean a heterosexual man, you probably never wondered what it's like to be kissed by Mick Jagger, and were fine living your whole life having never thought about it. So I will utter the most sarcastic thanks, Donna, I can muster for putting that thought in my head in the first place. Now, I've never tried this one, and I'm a little scared, so we're going to find out together. Let's see how the beer is. I'll remind you as I pour it that this video is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money that I found at the beer store. And let's see how it looks. Now, at about 4.5% alcohol by volume, this is a very light beer. And it looks it from that coloring. It's quite translucent. But I figured I would try this before you spend your hard-earned money on it. And let's find out. Oh my God, you should see the look on my face. This is exactly what it says on the tin. It is like someone poured pickle juice into mediocre beer. I'm not going to say it was great, but I mean, there may be a place for it. I will say this though, if there is some beer that you're curious about and would like me to try it before you spend your hard-earned money on it, drop me a line in the comments and I'll see if I can get it for you. Or just tell me the weirdest beer you've ever tried. The one I think is the weirdest will get a shout out in the next video. How's that? And now let's get talking about the metals, or in this case, not so precious metals. Lately, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube talking about copper. Why? I don't know. But I figure, I may as well weigh in as well on it. Now, I am loath to give anyone financial advice in general, but this one just seems like a no-brainer to me. Copper is currently trading for about $6 a pound. That's about the same as a bottom-tier steak if there's a really good sale going on. So this is a pound of copper right here in the form of rounds. Copper is not measured in troy ounces because it's an industrial metal, like aluminum or Rammstein, and it's therefore measured in avoirdupois ounces if you want to sound fancy. And there are 453.5 grams in an avoirdupois pound. It's a little more than the 373 grams in a troy pound, which is 12 troy ounces. So if you're used to troy ounces, it may be a little sloppy to convert it in your head. But that's not the real reason you shouldn't stack copper. Here's the real reason. Got 16 rounds here. Keep that one up top. Now let me stack them up here for you, because there are 16 avoirdupois ounces in a pound, as I said. By the way, these are all from the Zombuck series, and I think they're really neat, which is why I got them. But there we go. That is a stack of 16 ounces of copper to make a pound. Now, this stack of 16 copper rounds here weighs 1 pound. And these Zombucks can be had for about $5 a piece on eBay, so this stack represents $80, more or less. But that's not the value of the metal. The value of the Zombucks is almost entirely in the numismatic value because people really like the design of it. The copper in each of these is only worth about 37 cents. Now contrast that with the silver Zombucks here, the Morgan. See, they look pretty good side by side, I would say. But the silver Morgan is selling for about $100 now, and that's almost entirely because of the value of the silver. So in a way, the value of the design is about $4 if you think about it that way. So that means this one silver coin is worth quite a bit more than all of these. And again, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but I know what my answer is in this case. And don't even get me started on gold. It takes a half a ton of copper to equal the value of a single ounce of gold, or 28 pounds of copper to equal 1 gram. 1 gram is about the same as 32 gold backs right here. Well, it's 32.1, so maybe the 32.5 will bring you slightly over a gram if you want to be entirely fair with whoever you're trading with. Now, which one would you rather keep in your safe? Hundreds and hundreds of these, or a few of these? Yes, I did have to take another drink of it. While stacking copper is a no-go for all practical purposes, you may be wondering, well, what about collecting copper? Now, collecting copper coins can be keenly captivating, a curious, compulsive, copper-clinking kick. Calm, cool collectors keep coming back, cradling their clean, crusty, circulated coppers, counting countless captivating classics, chasing charming creases and colorful corrosion. This copper craze isn't a cunning career coup or a quick cash coup, though. It's just a carefree, comforting, copper-colored compulsion. Collect because you like the clink, or the cool patina, or the classic crests that captivate you, not because you're calculating a copper-coated fortune that will never come. Collect because the cool, clinky copper coins captivate, because the clatter and the color are classic cool, but keep it carefree, keep it curious, keep it completely copper crazy, but I can't condone keeping score by cash value. Now, that'll do for now anyway. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom. As I mentioned, weirdest beer that you've had will get a notice in the next video that I do, which I don't still know what the topic is yet. And now I'm going to do the best I can to enjoy the rest of this very bizarre beer. Cheers to you if you drink, and keep on stacking.